Ladies and gentlemen, where do I even start? Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 5. In 2 games, Real Madrid has conceded 9 goals against Barcelona and has scored only 2 goals. I cannot say anything because Barcelona played beautifully. I'm a Madrid fan. I am coming out here and telling you that Barcelona played a fantastic game from start to finish. First half especially. Second half understandable why they didn't do as much because of the red card, and they just basically sat back most of the time. And even then they were very calm. And even then they controlled the ball in the midfield, playing around, passing around our players as if we're the ones who have 3 men down. That's how it was. I don't I can't say anything. Barcelona deserved this win. They won their first trophy of the season. We could have won our third trophy of the season, but with this defense, with this absolute joke of a defense, I can't say. I want to say this. I love every single player in Real Madrid. Even Lucas Vazquez, who's probably the most hated player right now. Lucas Vazquez. When are we gonna learn about this? We have Lucas Vazquez on the right hand side. We have Rodrigo right above him. And we have Valverde in the middle. And we have both of them trying to cover him up. You could watch the whole thing all over again if you haven't paid attention. But you probably have seen how terrible it was. Lucas Vazquez has 2 people covering him. 2 people needing to cover him. One who's our right winger, one who's our center mid. This is absolutely crazy. How we need in Real Madrid, the best club in the world, in history and all of that, needs to back up a player because they're not good enough. Lucas Vazquez, I've said this before. Lucas Vazquez is not a right back. He's not a right back. He's just transitioned from a right winger, from a forward to the right back position. But his intelligence in playing in the right back position is absolutely crazy. And this isn't something new. This isn't something new. This is from the very start of the season. Real Madrid's biggest problem has been so clear from the very beginning of the season. We said, okay, the first game maybe, the second game maybe, the third game, the fourth game, the fifth game, the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and so on and so forth until this one. How much more time do we need until we learn our mistake? We've learned our mistake very early on in the season. Why are we dragging this on towards the second half of the season? Why are we dragging this on so much further than it needs to, leading us to losing a freaking trophy? Regardless of what trophy it is, even if it's a trophy playing against amateurs, I don't give a damn. It's a trophy. We need to win. We need to fight for it. I did not feel that from Real Madrid today. In the first 10 minutes, that's the best we've played. The rest of the game, we played super badly. Horrible. Disgraceful. It's our worst game, I think, so far this season. Neither Lucas Vazquez managed to play well. Neither Tchouaméni. Neither Rudiger. A person who has been very inconsistent so far this season, was a surprise. Who did as good as someone can do in such a situation where you concede 4 goals in one half. It does not make any sense. And I want to put it out there that every single goal Barcelona scored was fantastic. It was a beautiful goal. Penalty, yes, it was a penalty. Maybe don't give the Camavinga. It wasn't a yellow card to give. It's ridiculous, but all the yellow cards that we've gotten really affected us. Tchouaméni getting a yellow card, then Camavinga, and then this, and Vinicius. These really affected us because we can't afford to get a red card, especially since Barcelona got a red card. They're a man down. And we have to substitute Vinicius Jr., who could have done so much for us. Jude Bellingham should have been subbed off. Jude Bellingham since the semi-finals has not done good. I saw him and I said this before. Jude Bellingham was tired. He was tired. He was holding his hamstring. Today he didn't work that much. He was probably one of the worst players today. He should have gotten subbed off. It's only because Vinicius got himself a yellow card. An unnecessary yellow card. Our biggest issue in our attack, and I want to say this, Mbappe actually had a surprisingly good game. He's actually made some nice runs. He's managed to dribble beautifully around some of the Barca defense. Even towards the end of the game, there were two chances. One of the chances, the last chance, where it was saved by the keeper. Mbappe beautifully got past the defender, shot, but the keeper saved it. How is Real Madrid not realizing this? How is Real Madrid not realizing this? We don't have a centre forward. We have Rudiger, our centre back, is going in front to play as a striker. Our centre back is going in front to play as a striker. And maybe in a few games we're gonna see Thibaut Courtois going in striker and Vinicius or Mbappe or Rodrigo going a goal. What's this? What's this? When are we gonna fathom the problem that's within? Like this does not make sense. Real Madrid lost so many balls. We barely could have played any passes. Every time we wanted to play some possession, we had to bring it back to Courtois, who had to clear it out or try and give a long ball to either Vinicius or Mbappe. This isn't football. We barely managed to deal with the high pressure. We managed to deal with one issue of getting offsides with their high line. We fixed that issue, putting us in a more difficult problem where Barcelona put a high pressure on us, not allowing us to play possession, not allowing us to build from our defense. I'm not saying it was a bad thing on their side. Of course, that was the perfect game plan they had, and it worked. I'm saying this on behalf of Real Madrid. I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless. Our biggest issues is in defense. 4 goals. What am I expected to say? What am I expected to say? I don't know what to say. This is actually mind blowing. Like right now, my brain cannot fathom the game I just watched. Jude Bellingham was dead. No offense to him, of course. He couldn't do anything. Why doesn't Ancelotti... Bro, we're playing a forward in the right back position. Or, okay, we're not even going to call him a forward anymore. We're going to call him a guy who transitioned into a defender. A guy who plays right back who doesn't know how to play right back. We have a guy who's a center midfielder or CDM who's playing center back. Who doesn't know how to communicate with the other center back. We have problems on the left back. Rudiger was not on his game today. Our whole defense was bamboozled. The only thing Barcelona needed to do, put a player and then make a sharp pass, and that was it. They were wide open. The goal was completely open. I can't believe how ridiculous these goals, how easily they scored these goals. Even that cross to Rafinha where he headed it, from that distance, he headed it from that distance. You allowed him so much space. Too much space. Where's the communication? The first goal that was scored, the first attempt that Rafinha had and then Courtois saved within 10 minutes of the game, I think, or maybe even earlier. maybe within 4 minutes. Rafinha got Lucas Vasquez falling on his, breaking his ankles basically. How is that even possible? He was wide open. He got Lucas Vasquez falling backwards. The chances Barcelona scored, and again I'm gonna repeat this in case any Barcelona fan is watching this. Every goal they scored was beautiful. Even the penalty. The penalty could have been saved, but Lewandowski perfectly side netted it. Every goal is beautiful, don't get me wrong. And I'm saying this as a Real Madrid fan. Whether or not I like it, I'm saying it. But if these defensive problems did not happen, we could have avoided these problems. For example, the goal Rafinha scored, his second goal, Tchouaméni could have kept him on his right foot. Everyone was surrounding him. No, he had to come in right in front of him, let Rafinha cut to his left foot, his stronger foot, and score. I don't understand. You're a CDM. It doesn't mean you don't know how to defend. You have defensive in your title. And also, that cross. Where's the communication in the defense? Cover him. Get onto the ball. It was wide open. And this is Thibaut Courtois could have saved one or two. He could have. I believe he could have saved the Lamine Yamal's first goal, whichever goal, I don't know. The one where he dribbled past a few players and then cut it on the bottom right corner. That one, I don't remember which order it was scored in, but I think Courtois could have saved that. He could have definitely saved the Rafinha header, which he got a long ball into the box and scored. No one was on their game today. We started off the game, we did not put a high press, we let Barcelona control the ball, and then we took the counter-attack tactic. That's how we scored our first goal. That's how Mbappe put us in the lead in the first half. Barcelona was up high with the high line, as expected, as we saw in our 4-0 loss. And then we had an easy counter-attack. Vinicius grabbed on the ball, passed it to Mbappe. Both of them ran. And Mbappe beautifully faded left and right, tricked the defender and scored. That's all we needed to do. Barcelona was putting a high pressure. They were playing a lot. They had most of the possession. They were passing around more. If we defended much better, I'm going to refer to the game against Man City where we just sat and defended, and then we counter-attacked later. We just sat in defense, block. If we did that today, like we did that before, Barcelona would have. I'm not gonna say they wouldn't have scored because nobody knows what could have happened, but I'm saying the goals could have been avoided, could have been, but obviously they weren't. But I'm saying if they really solidified that defense, really worked on the communication. Why didn't Ancelotti play Raul Asensio instead of Tchouaméni? At least play him instead of Tchouaméni. Why? It's not. I don't know the reason why Ancelotti didn't play Asensio. He's more aggressive. He's more clever. He's better at aerial duels. He's better at ground duels. He's better at duels in general. The only thing I could applaud Tchouaméni for is 2 shots that he had nearly back to back. One was a header, which even though it went straight at the keeper, the deflection could have possibly been good enough if someone ran to it. And the other one was a bicycle kick, which unfortunately Lewandowski blocked, which was powerful and seemed like it could have gone in. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. That's the only thing he did well. Vinicius misplaced a lot of passes as well. I don't know what happened. With the 10-man Barcelona, we struggled to move the ball. They defended so well that we couldn't move the ball around. We kept getting pushed back to the halfway line. Our balls kept getting intercepted. Ceballos kept losing the ball every time he grabbed onto the ball and tried to pass it off. He just loses it after taking a second to dribble. This isn't. Something big is gonna happen. Whether Paris is gonna have to do something about it, or whether Ancelotti is gonna have to do something about. Again, I want to say this and I want to put this out there. I'm not saying Ancelotti has to get sacked. I'm not saying he should get sacked. If Ancelotti just fixes that right back position, leave Tchouaméni. If he fixes that right back position, we would be doing so much better. Play Raul Asensio on right back. We don't need to go right now and buy Trent Alexander-Arnold. We don't need to buy him. We have Asensio. Trust me, Asensio would do just as well as Trent. Trust me. He would do so much better. Not so much better, but he would be enough. Defensively, I'm not looking at Asensio to be the guy who makes the overlapping runs like Lucas Vazquez, for example, or like the fullbacks do usually. I'm not looking at Asensio doing that. I'm only asking, or of course many of us are looking to just have a solid defense who know what they're doing, who are aggressive, who are fast, who are intelligent. Lucas Vazquez is, if I would put Valverde, and if I would switch Valverde and Lucas Vazquez, putting Lucas Vazquez in the midfield area, I'd be so much happier. Because then I know Lucas Vazquez could do so much better. Not better than Valverde, but he could do so much better than he is playing in the right back position. We saw the game where Lucas Vazquez and Valverde switched when we were on the offense. Every time we made an attack, regardless of whether or not the ball was being played on the left side, or whether the ball was playing on the right hand side, Valverde would switch with Lucas Vazquez, and Lucas Vazquez would go up, and Valverde would stay back. Yes, we're losing a talented player who could do so much for us up front, but that also ensures us that we're defensively fine in case of any counterattack. Lucas Vazquez isn't as fast as Valverde. He isn't as strong as Valverde. He isn't as good defensively as Valverde. So we have options. We could play Valverde in the right back position. But if we want to keep Valverde in the center mid and utilize his best form, we play Raul Asensio in the right back position. You're gonna say, okay, we have too many. We don't. Alaba's coming back. Hopefully he doesn't mess up. No pressure on him. He's coming back from injury. There's a lot of expectations on him. Of course, he's a veteran. He's an absolute beast. He's a quality player who we really hope brings in the defensive healing properties that we need. And that's not even the issue as well. Our players are short. I'm not blaming anyone on this, but our players are short. We have a short team. We take corners by passing it short and either taking a long shot or starting all over again and trying to build up a play. We can't score headers from corners. How many headers have we scored over the years compared to when we had Ramos and Varane, or Ramos and Pepe, and some other big guys in the team? How many? When we had Benzema, when we had Ronaldo, Bale, all big guys. We need big guys. I'm not saying Vinicius is the problem. I'm not saying Mbappe. But if we're going to come in for set pieces, which we tend to get quite a lot of, we don't utilize them as well. The weird angle that The last free kick we took, that Rodrigo shot it wide from a very bad angle. If we had big guys, we could have crossed it in. Rudiger's really the only one, and the only thing they need to do is probably have two people marking him. That's all. Defensively, we're conceding quite a lot of headers because Lucas Vazquez can't header balls. Too many gets disorientated. I can't even speak anymore. You get what I mean. Like I'm trying to really understand what's happening. We truly lost an opportunity to win our third trophy of the season. We now just fell back to second place in La Liga, and La Liga has always been open to everyone since Barcelona's downfall. So we don't even have that secured. In the Champions League, we're at our worst run, and now we only have the Copa del Rey, which we really need to win to give us some sort of confidence boost. Because right now, regardless of the score, losing to Barcelona again in the final, it's going to be such a big problem. And this problem isn't going to be going away for a very long time. If Real Madrid do not win anything this season, in this remaining season, excluding the Club World Cup for now, we're not going to consider that for now. But if we don't win the La Liga, the Champions League, and possibly the Copa del Rey, which is the least important one out of these two, we're going to have a very big issue. We're going to have a very big issue. And at this point, a change is going to have to happen. And I really don't want Carlo Ancelotti to go because he's successful. Regardless of what's happening, regardless of his ignorance, I don't want to even say ignorance because I don't know what's going up in his head. I don't know what's going up in his head. I don't know if there's a reasonable explanation to why he's still playing Lucas Vazquez in the right back position. And no one can pull that out of him. Only he knows why, and he will be the only one who knows why. If Raul Asensio plays in defense, even play Raul Asensio in the centre back position and keep Lucas Vazquez, I think we do a whole lot better. We do a whole lot better. I don't know. I don't want to prolong this any longer than. I don't think I've missed anything important. This is pretty much it. This is all I have to say. We just got absolutely destroyed. We're not going to be forgetting about it anytime soon, just like the 4-0 loss. We have, so till now we only have one more game to redeem ourselves against Barcelona. If we don't face them in the Copa del Rey in whatever stage, we have one more chance to redeem ourselves against Barcelona at their home stage or wherever they're playing. This is a wake-up call. Okay, the 4-0 loss was also a wake-up call, but that was also a general one. That wasn't like, okay, yeah, we've lost before 4-0, we've lost before 3-0. That's fine. We won La Liga, we won the Champions League anyways. But this is different. This is very different. 5-2. 5-2. 5-2. The one thing we could definitely laugh about what I've had to say is Real Madrid will win 4-0. From now on, I'm going to be very decisive about what I'm going to predict when it comes to Real Madrid's score prediction of whatever games we have left. We still have the Copa del Rey. We still have the Champions League. We still have La Liga. Hopefully in the Copa del Rey we can make something out of it. We really need that confidence boost. We'll see what happens. There's a whole lot of press conference going to be happening We're gonna be hearing about it, and yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens in the next few days, next week, in the next week or two. We're gonna just have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys think about the game down below in the description. In the comments. Oh, it's MAHADONIII Talks Football. See you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.